minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, we're back at it. Let's get into this night. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The show is about to begin. 98.5. Here we go.
Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound across the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. I wrote me love a letter.
I'm here. Sorry, y'all. Had to start the, where's my comments? There we go. Woo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Off the Rock Radio. We are here live. All right. Gotta write down all our songs, is what we always do, because that's how people get paid. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, Dougie Fry. Hello, Gavin. Hello onto the TikTok side of things over on that side. Johnny, birthday boy himself. Hello, Nancy. How's things over there in the rec house? Windy yet? There used to be a really kick-ass pen in here, and now they took it out. Son of a gun. Oh, wait, is this it? That's it. Got it. Much better pen. But, of course, they left it out. Now it's all dry. The tip is dry. Hate when the tip is dry. Got to moisten the tip. There we go. Nope, still not. Oh, there we go. It's still working. Oh, it's beautiful. Is it? Nice. Got some good tunes tonight. Looking forward to it. Gavin, you've welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering what we're doing here on the TikTok side of things, it is Off the Rock Radio. It's behind the scenes look of the live to air broadcast here in Kitchener, Waterloo, more or less. Always is. Well, good evening, there, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. It is I, Dean Clark, on a show called Off the Rock Radio. It is 7:02 Eastern Time, which is just after 8:30 Newfoundland time. And if you're watching us on the behind the scenes, welcome. We've got TikTok, we got Facebook, we've got YouTube as well on the go. The show is being recorded, so therefore it'll be updated very quickly tonight after it's done. Great show on hand tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Glenn Roil is going to be joining us, talking about of course, mental health throughout the month of February. We all know what happened out west, so we'll be talking a little bit about that as well. It's been 40 some odd years, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, the Ocean Ranger. Yeah, isn't it hard to believe it has been that long? Crazy. It has been 1982 is when that happened. 1982. Unreal. So we'll be having a couple of songs dedicated to that. We'll talk about the Ocean Ranger, just in case some of you were too young, were not told, or just really don't know a lot about it, because it was one of the worst Canadian disasters on the open waters in a forever. So we're going to talk about that. 1982, the Ocean Ranger capsizing during the violent North Atlantic storm. 190-kilometer winds, waves over 90 meters high. Give you more details as the show goes on. Well, again, new music tonight. Only a couple of tracks. One that's going to definitely hit home. Randy Matthews' new one, the acoustic version of Silhouettes. Lucas Kettle is in that one as well. And, of course, music from Strike 4 Band, Rod Jackson, Dennis Parker, so much more. So let's kick off tonight's show, shall we, from the Bay Boys. From Down Home Favorites, the album Volume 1 back in 1985. This is a song called Shores of My Newfoundland Home. Off the Rock Radio. All right. Oh, look at this. I got movies as Cramos 9974. I have no idea what you're talking about, big man or girl. Hable inglés, por favor. Ah, jeez. Let's see what we got going on there. Let's see, get a Z9. Nice. Great. That's awesome. Good job. I love the or aliens. Could be. Who knows? Who knows? Teddy Rowe, how are you, buddy? I'm pretty excited about the music tonight. Mr. Glenn Roil, how are you? It's Family Day here in Ontario, just in case anybody did not know that. So we had a long weekend. What's up, Wendy Petal? Somebody listens during the day and rock on Saturdays. Love it. Yeah, we had our family's day here today, so it was a day off, and it was an absolute beauty of a day. It's not supposed to be nice over the next couple of days, but nonetheless, we had an opportunity to have a good day and a good weekend. I was going to go get the car washed, but it was so nice that the freaking car wash was just slammed. Tara Seater. Oh my God. Wow. Tara Seater failure. We're going way back, aren't we? Like, I'm talking like way back, aren't we? Like way back. Like when I had the show on from before, right? Because I recognize the name because there's not too many Terrasitas I know.
I wake up in the morning. What the hell am I gonna do?
All right, there we go. Check out your last goodbye by Bruce Moss is about the Ocean. I got a ton of stuff about the Ocean Ranger coming up. Hey, thanks a lot, Grand Old Shed Party Show. Liking the live, giving you the loves back, man. Appreciate it. Where are you chiming in from, Golden? Grand Old Shed Party? Gotta let me know where you're coming from. Let's see. There's so many songs about that. I know, it's crazy. How are you, Teresita? It's been forever. I'm excited about tonight's new music. Jay Ashford, Port of Bass. What's going on, Jay? Oh, crap. Hold on. 347-183.
Maybe a big old bash, singing songs and dancing on the sand. Some will crash, or maybe just there all alone. I don't really care. Just sitting by a beach.
Oh, can't spell tonight. Typing things way too fast. Cooking a feet of barbecue. No way. Boys, what time is it out there? 8:30? What are you making? Let's see. Oh, hey, Johnny, my parents wish you a happy birthday. I don't know. City by the Bay 70, my boy Goldberg. You know it, man. That's awesome. Love it. All right, there we go. Got a song from Fitzy. There we go. Really? So Teresita, so you're living in Bay Roberts. So Grand Old Shed Party Show. Tell me where you're from, Big Dan. Where you chiming and giving me all those hearts from? So you'll be coming out next in August for the showcase on the Rock, won't you, Teresita? You better. Takes place August 28th. No way. You guys getting hammered. Yeah, we just got freezing rain over the next little while. That's what we got coming up, which I'm okay with. It is what it is, right? So, yeah, Randy Matthews and Lucas Kettle got a new track. So I'm going to be playing each of them tonight. And, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh. Jamie Taylor. Hey, Jamie, if you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. Glad to see that song's doing well. Jillian Cutler, what's going on? You're a newbie. All the way from Twillin Gate. Glad to have you on board. How many of y'all been to Gull Island? Grand Old Shed Party Show. Where? All right, let me just go into this. Dave just sent me a new song, which I thought I had. Jim was busy this morning or this afternoon. I was surprised at that. But of course it is, you know. Oh, you're from Twillin Gate too? Jesus. Martin Saunders from the metropolis of Fergus. Look at these new names, man. I'm super excited to have you guys on. Thank you so much. You get a Fitz bump, and you get a Fitz bump. So many of you knew that I used to be polishing back energy drinks like there was no tomorrow. Well, I found out my doctor put me on blood pressure pills. How's that for you? 54 years of age and I'm on blood pressure pills already. Mind you, just a half a pill. So it's really not a full pill. So I'm like the half a blood pressure pill. But I got to watch my eating, but I certainly cut out the energy drinks. But I will take 2 scoops of pre-workout before my workout. But that's okay. You know, when I work out 5-6 days a week, it's not as bad as drinking the energy drinks. I used to do 4 a day. So I cut that back. Now I'm only doing 0 a day. It will be good. Jamie Taylor, the green room will be ready. And Jamie Taylor, we might have a spot for you up on stage if you're willing to play. If you're good, if you're a good boy. Stephen Lethbridge. The best form of flattery is when people copy. I'm glad you copy. Clemsy. Just found out that I had Haiti high def. I don't know what that means, but it sure looks good. What? That's awesome. Clumsy and Yoshi. Couldn't tell you what that means either. My heart rate was up to 80 today. Tommy Tom. All right, my friends. How are you doing, Tommy? Oh, you're Jillian Cutler. Now I got it. So you were the one on TikTok. Well, glad for you to be over on this side. The dark side, so to speak. So far, I can't tell how many people are on. Don't tell me. What do you mean you're going to fill in for somebody, Jamie? Boy, you'll be doing fine. We'll get you up on stage 30-minute set. You got enough material for 30 minutes? We keep adding more and more, don't we, GR? There's like so many people we keep adding. We're like, damn. I just want you guys to stick around for the night. I know it's 2 hours. I know, you know. Oh, I didn't. All I kept seeing was are the comments not coming out? I keep getting comments from other stupid people. I haven't played an Evelyn Jess track in forever. And I saw her stream the other day talking about her and the camper. She is an absolute stellar singer-songwriter, and she hasn't done anything since. It's too bad. Anna Murphy, how are you? How's things with you, Miss Anna Murphy? Jerry Osmond, first time watching. Look at what's up. Listen, if you want. Oh, look at this. I love when Nan Grumps comes on. This is the coolest part. So Nan Grumps is from New Zealand. That's how far this show reaches. How freaking cool is that? Okay, Paul, thank you. I'm going to. Grand Old Shed Party Show. I'm going to. Now, going back a couple. We've got there, Jerry. If you want to listen to the music side of things, ckwr.com is where you're going to hear the music side. So you have your radio on, your computer on, and you can still watch me on your phone. This is where the reactions come in. What do you have, Blue Belton? So that's where it. Nan Grumps, hello from New Zealand. How are things down there? Still hot? And who was asking me earlier where I'm from? Where am I from originally, Grant Shed? Well, Jillian, I'm actually born and raised up here in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. My dad was born in a small town called Heart's Desire, Trinity Bay. And so that's where my heart and my soul lies. That's where I tell people that's where those parts were born. And I've been doing this show for nearly 24 years. I did the show back in, I plan on it, Blue Belton. I did this show when I was 17 from 1988 to 2008. Most of you already know that story. But Jillian, yeah, I did the show from 1988 to 2008. And I took some time off, about 14 years, came back, and here I am. Been on the air for 4 years. It used to be called Jigs and Reels Radio KW. I changed it to Off the Rock Radio because kind of fits into what I've got. So that's kind of the Cole's Notes version of what I'm doing here on the show. I would love for you to spread the love here, Grand Ole Shed. Would love it. No way. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to come up and see you up in Twillingate. Off the Rock Radio on FM 98.5. There's a person who I haven't played in a very long time. She was part of the second. That was back then. The Jam on the Rock is what we used to call it. That is Evelyn Jess and a song called Waves. Vicky Doyle, Gull Island, Dino Reed, Beach Fire. How many of y'all can't wait for that? And the Bay Boys off the top of shores of my Newfoundland home from 1985. Good evening. I'm the Diener here with you, Dean Clark, from a small town here in Ontario called Waterloo. It is so small that we've got like the 6 degrees of separation. Yeah, everybody knows everybody here in Waterloo. We go way back. Right now, I want to definitely wish a very, very, very good friend of mine, publicly and internationally, because I got Nan Gramps from New Zealand listening in tonight. I got a couple of people new people listening in from Twillingate. It is awesome. Got Gert from Sydney. Man, it's so much fun tonight. So my buddy who I've known since we were 4 years old, went to Northdale, went to McGregor, went to WCI, played hockey, we coached hockey. And now we go to the Ranger games together and we drink at Morty's together. I want to give my brother from another mother, Mr. John Wetlaufer, a very happy birthday. No matter how old I get, he will always be that year older. So happy birthday to you, Wetter. Also on the 18th, 2 days from now, my youngest daughter, Zoe Clark, will be turning 20. Happy birthday to you, kiddo. She's over at her mom's stuffing her face already. You saw the post, and big ass dessert cake. So happy family day to you all. Happy birthday, Johnny. Happy birthday, Zoe. So tonight's show is dedicated to you two. How simple is that? All right. So 7:19 here. Many of you all know I posted not too long ago about this VOCM job listing. Because, of course, we all know that Patty is retiring. And it is the talk show down on VOCM. And so I, for giggles and shites, I kind of said, you know what, maybe I'll apply. And I got a lot of feedback, a lot of people saying, hey, why don't I? So this week, the application is going in one step at a time. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I listen to Mike Farwell up here. And Mike is fantastic. He's the voice of the Rangers, good friend. And, I'm a very shy person. So I don't know if I'd be able to pull this off because I don't know if I can talk that long. So, yes, the application is going to go in this week, one step at a time. You know that my goal was always to move home and do the show from home. You never know. You never know. More great music on the way. Cold East Point, Dennis Parker. Somebody asked for some Darina Harvey. Paul, do you think I'm going to play some Darina Harvey? Paul Bump, we're going to let you answer that one.
Canada stares down economic uncertainty. We're ready with a plan to protect Ontario.
All right, let's see there, Fitzy. Nope, I only got Flair Airlines. Hold on there, Fitzy. I'm sure it's coming through. You sent it over to the Dina Music, right? Because it's not in my spam.
We build. That's how we protect Ontario. Learn more at ontario.ca/protect Ontario. Paid for by the Government of Ontario.
It's probably a big file, so it'll probably take a little bit. No shit, Paul. You saw her, did you? Could have been from all those posts you did. Angie K, what's up? I don't know. That's what I mean, right? Patty Daly, it's going to be some big shoes to fill. Big boots to fill. But again, it takes one, right? I'm just going to apply. If it goes, it goes. If it don't, it don't. Whatever. Let's see. Get some posts. Jason Howard's posting on here. That I can't publicly tell you yet. But yes, I am going to play some Darina Harvey. Played some last week. Can't win if you don't play. Winner, Gagnon. Thanks, Angie. I appreciate that. Fitzbump. Just a couple? Dude, you posted a ton. But I know you're a huge DHB fan. Huge DHB fan. The only problem is, why? Because I like to stir the shit? Do I like to stir the pot there, Dougie Fry? Is that what you're saying? I never do that. Ever. You guys are laughing. I can see you all now. And I can know what you're saying. You're saying bullshit. Diener, you'll be the first one to stir that pot. Oh, yeah, buddy. Haven't got it yet there, Fitzy. Come on. Try sending her again. Bill Hart Sr. How are you, sir? Good to have you on. Wait, I'm broadcasting from the waist up, Wendy. Come on. It's a family show. Jimmy Shanahan, funny guy. You know, you were going to be part of the showcase. Oh, you guys are fantastic tonight. After the weekend that I had, love it. I know there's people on there that are making me happy, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now, I don't know if you're watching Jason Howard, but, you know, how are you, Bill? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's things going on your end? How's things going on your end, my friend? Look at Zoe Clark is now on the TikTok side of things. Hello, kiddo. You should come over on the Facebook side of things. That's where everybody is, and everybody's wishing you a happy birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo. Pre-happy birthday. I know it's not. Paul Fitz. I'm going to, Paul, if you're still on there, I know it says invite, whatever. But Paul, if you're on here, I'm going to start doing some stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Listen, Grand Ole Chef Party. Jillian, thank you so much for tuning in. Iceberg Quest Boat Tour. I will be. I will be for sure. Let's keep in touch. I'll follow you. You follow me. Yeah, I'm going to start working on some music there, Paul. I'm going to rip it off of the Facebook for you, okay? Angie, people said I got the face for radio. Thanks for tuning in. Keith, what's going on, buddy? Okay, hold on there, Fitzy. I'll see if it comes through. There it is. I got it. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Who's this singing? Does anybody recognize this voice? Sounds very familiar. With cathedral spires to heaven soar. You know, Steve, I'll make my trip up to Twilling Gate. As long as they have cold beer, I'll be there without breaking the bank. You know, Fitzpatrick, you should hook up with him. The one and only. Hello, Christina. Use my surprise to heaven rise with towers reaching to the skies. Yet my tents below the surface high to ambush those that surface ride. Janine Sammy. Oh, I got another. Thanks, Bill. I really appreciate that, bud. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I changed it over about January the 1st. Is when I kind of did that. Yeah. All right, there we go. Oh, Davey is the best. Dave is the bomb, man. I know this is crazy. I'm super excited, man. Like I've got like Bill, I got Christina back on, Deneen from New Zealand. I love you guys. You get one of these tonight. So many people on. Touches the heart, guys. Touches the heart. Jordan Harnum over on TikTok. I got Paul Fitz on the TikTok side of things. Ah. Feeling the love tonight, guys. I'm feeling the love. Appreciate it. 7:30. Oh, yeah. I got to make a quick telephone call. Got to call somebody. Got to call. Now, this is the only problem, guys, and I apologize. So if you're on the behind the scenes, you're not going to be able to hear this. Okay, so you're going to have to listen to it on the radio, ckwr.com, TuneIn app, or the Radio Canada Player app. It sucks because of the fact that because we got the new phone system in, that's why. All right, so I got to turn this down. All right. Good evening, sir. How are you now? Not so bad. I'm going to put you on a quick hold, and then we're going to go live in about 2 minutes.
Perfect. Get some healthy competition because I got my name Healthy and on that radio thing too.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, so Glenn Roil. How about that? Glenn Royal's got his hat in the ring for that job. Oh, we're coming to get you. Coming to get you. The one and only Mr. Denny Parker. Oh, now you send it, Teddy. I should be able to have time to squeeze it in tonight, man. You know I got you. So I heard Nick Earl do the Tom Petty thing over at the Jag. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God, did he kill it? I was like watching him play the guitar. And I've seen him play guitar at Sleeves numerous times. But for him to do what he did, he is a Jeff Healey meets Jimi Hendrix meets Dennis Parker. The dude is everything all in one. Now, I know, Nick, I know you're not watching. But I'll tell you, what a freaking phenomenal guitar player. Unreal. What's the other anniversary today, Keith? Please do tell.
I don't want no trouble.
Trouble on my mind. Yeah. Maybe. Off the Rock Radio with none other than Mr. Dennis Parker. What an absolute gem of a song. Don't want no trouble. No way, because trouble always seems to find me. 7:32 Eastern Time. Thank you so much again for the guys on the behind the scenes. You guys have just made my night. Love it. Absolutely love it. So we're talking about Dennis Parker and his guitar sound. And we're talking about Nick. Okay, we all know the sound that he's got. But did you see him play the Tom Petty track on his page at the Jag? Just he made the guitar his own. It's like an extension of his fingers, his arms. You know, you got the Incredibles. Well, he's an Incredible on the freaking guitar. Yeah, I know he's not watching, but I know we talked about it. Phenomenal. All right, so we've got some more great music coming up. The Ocean Ranger we're going to talk about. Got 3 songs to do that one. Keith Eddy says there's another anniversary that we're going to be talking about. But I'm going to talk to none other than Mr. Glenn Roil, who's up in about 30 seconds. Hang on. Yeah, and I got it. When does it come out? Teddy, when does it come out? Remember, guys, if you want to listen to it, go over and listen to it. Lucas Harris. And here we are on Off the Rock Radio. I've got none other than my guy, Mr. Glenn Roil, who is a phenomenal, award-winning. I cannot speak any higher than that. The guy is knowledgeable of everything when it comes to mental health. Mr. Glenn Roil is back on the phone lines from Newfoundland. Good evening, sir. How are you? Absolutely. We're going to take a quick couple of seconds here and talk about what happened out west, and kind of coping with that. And then, of course, we're talking about the Ocean Ranger and how it still has the effects on so many people after how many decades. So, Glenn, let's talk about if something like that were to ever happen, talking about the school shooting out west, it affects us all. No matter what province is it in, no matter what state it is in, it just affects us all. So you, from a mental health aspect of it, what are some of your points of advice that you would offer to help people get through that, even though we don't know anybody out there, but of course it affects us all? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's talk about, because that's a very sad side of things. But Glenn, let's talk about some of the positive sides of working through mental health, because of course the success stories, people don't really hear a lot of the success stories. They always hear about the negativities, the negative actions, the negative occurrences that happen. But what are some of the positive stories that come out of mental health awareness? Mhm. Yep, absolutely. So 1984 was the anniversary of the Ocean Ranger. So obviously, it's still embedded into a lot of places. Sorry, 1982. So a lot of people still remember what happened with the Ocean Ranger. This show wasn't part of its inception until 1988. But every year after that, I certainly did dedicate on this date, around this date, to the Ocean Ranger and those lives that were lost. You being in Newfoundland, Glenn, what are some of the things that are going on in regards to the Ocean Ranger, I know there's talk about fighting to get certain things back, but the stigma's still around that of what happened. And of course, the outcome is to correct it. But you being in Newfoundland, what is the vibe like around this time of year? Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, absolutely. Absolutely. So I've got three songs that I'm going to dedicate tonight in the Ocean Ranger. But finally, Glenn Roil, I've got to ask you, are you doing the push-up challenge for mental health? Are you really? Yeah, sure. Yep, 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 yep. Oh yeah, if only. Sure. Yep, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Well, listen, Glenn, thank you so much for coming on. We'll do this again next month. I appreciate you coming on, and good luck on the push-up challenge. Gavin Ryan's doing the push-up challenge. Again, it doesn't matter how many you do. You just do you and do the best that you can. So, Glenn, I wish you all the best. Thank you again for coming on, my friend, and we'll do this again next month. Be safe and be kind and just be you. Okay, Glenn? Put your information on the behind the scenes on the Facebook live there, and then people can get in touch with you, Glenn. All right, brother. Thanks, buddy. You bet you, man. Absolutely. Talk to you later. Bye bye. All right. That is none other than Mr. Glenn Roil, the Newfoundland and Labrador advocate for mental health. We're going to be right back in about 30 seconds. Thank you so much, Glenn. That was awesome. That was awesome. But
Canada's first community radio station and the region's most intimate soft seat theatre. Located on Frederick Street at Weaver in Kitchener, close to the LRT, the registry offers the finest in folk, roots, jazz, classical, and popular music, as well as theatre, contemporary dance, and local artists in our gallery. Check out our full season at registrytheatre.com.
All right, we're back here on Off the Rock Radio. In time now, we just finished talking about the Ocean Ranger. February 15th marks the anniversary of one of the darkest nights in Newfoundland and Labrador's history. In 1982, the Ocean Ranger capsized. For those that do not know, during a violent North Atlantic storm, winds nearing 190 k's an hour. Waves were over 20 meters high. All 84 men on board were lost. 56 were Newfoundlanders. They were fathers, they were sons, they were brothers, they were friends. The disaster forever changed offshore safety standards, and It left a mark on communities right across Newfoundland and Labrador and beyond. Now, more than 4 decades later, the grief, as we all heard, is still real. The memories are still strong, and the lessons learned remain completely vital. So tonight, on Off to Rock Radio, we pause. I'm going to play 3 songs in dedication for the 84 men who never came home, and for the families who continue to carry their memory forward. If you have someone you're thinking about tonight, remember, hold them close. This is for the Ocean Ranger.
It was just a short time ago when our boys went out to sea.
Oh no, what happened here? Oh no, 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 no. What happened? What'd it do? Let's try that one again. Let's do that one again. There we go.
It was just a short time ago when our boys went out to sea. They toiled and worked both day and night to make our island free.
Yeah. Huge. What's going on? What? I think you did a shout out to one of my friends who's a missionary. Well, who's that? I gotta know. I don't know who you are. Fitzbump. Ah. Wow, Keith. Jacob Earl. Oh, yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. Soon to be dad. You know what, Keith? I bet you no one knows about that. Thank you so much for that, bro. In fact, I'm going to look that up right now.
Through high winds and high sea water, not one man could be saved.
Wow.
84 lives.
3 divers, bringing the total loss of life from sinking to 87. I did not know that. Wow. But they don't list.
For the families and their loved ones.
They don't list. See, now one story says there's 2 divers. Other one says there's 3. But they don't say who they were. So I'm looking. But they don't say the name of who they are. Do you know, Keith, who they were? Anybody know the names of the 2 divers or the 3 divers? Yeah, I'm not seeing it listed on here. If you can, that would be good to know. That would be so good to know. Clay Butt, going back a few years for that one. I remember playing that on the show. Pretty much when the first time I heard about the Ocean Ranger on, back then it was Jigs and Reels radio on CKWR on Regina Street in Waterloo. So continuing on, it was, like I said, 44 years ago. It's tragedy stuck. And you know what? Keith brought this up. There were 2 divers that passed as well. We cannot forget them either. Author Mike Heffernan, whose family lost a loved one in the disaster, says the tragedy changed everything. It exposed major gaps in offshore safety, evacuation procedures, and industry standards. In fact, one of the life rafts was still sitting on the deck when the rig capsized. The disaster led to a sweeping reforms in offshore oil and gas safety, changes written in the memory of those 84 men. Today, the Ocean Ranger Legacy Foundation is working to bring artifacts, including the rig's ballast control panel and life jackets, back home to Newfoundland and Labrador, creating a permanent space for remembrance ahead of the 45th anniversary next year. Because as historians remind us, if we forget the past, we risk repeating it. Again, tonight, we remember the 84, gone, but not forgotten. Here's Eddie Coffey and his song about the Ocean Ranger. Emily, how are ya?
In the cold Canadian waters where the danger on the 50th day in the February gale, when the chilly waters claimed the Ocean Ranger, not one seaman ever lived to tell the tale. For 3 long weeks on the ocean line, while the children made their valentines, and they waited for their fathers to return home from the cold, left their wives, their sons, and daughters.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find those two. No, Keith, man. Well, you know what? My heart out to you, brother.
Sometimes it's hard to understand the mother's feeling, or the feeling of a father for his son. But those little children's hearts, they must be bleeding when they're old enough to know their father's gone. For 3 long weeks on the ocean line, while the children made them valentines, and they waited for their fathers to return home from the cold, left their wives, their sons and daughters, their mothers and their fathers, in the cold Canadian waters. Lord have mercy on their soul.
What was your uncle's name, Keith?
Heaven knows that on the battlefield of danger,
Yeah, doesn't it's so tough to try and figure out who the other two were. It doesn't say. See, and then it says 3 divers were lost.
and for those men who left their loved ones all behind. For 3 long weeks on the ocean line, while the children made them valentines, and they waited for their fathers to return home from the cold, left their wives, their sons and daughters, with their mothers and their fathers, in the cold Canadian waters.
See? Now everybody's coming out. I love it. Off the Rock Radio on FM 98.5. And behind the scenes, you're seeing people chime in. Keith Eddy lost his uncle on the Ocean Ranger. Nuge over on the TikTok page said, my grandfather's girlfriend lost a son on the Ocean Ranger. Again, you know, it's so tough. Gary Crawford and Ken O'Brien, they lost their lives on June 20th, 1984 during the refloat. They were the divers. So thank you so much for supplying that information, Keith. A documentary film, The Ocean Ranger Disaster from 2002 was released in only in Canada. Canadian author of the fiction Lisa Moore's novel February was released in 2009, depicts the life of a woman whose husband died aboard the oil rig. And we all know that Ron Hines wrote a song called Atlantic Blue in 1988 as a tribute to the crew of the Ocean Ranger. A nonfiction book, Rig, An Oral History of the Ocean Ranger Disaster, was written by Mike Heffernan, which we just heard from in 2009. So I've got one more final song for you this evening, and this one was written by Wayne Reed. Stephen Shepard doing the vocals on this, recorded by none other than Mr. Fitz himself. The song's called 84. As we remember those 84, 86 that were lost on the Ocean Ranger some decades ago. Off the Rock Radio remembers. Okay, so you've got 3. So that's what AI comes up with. So that's kind of funny, man, on how talking about this. Greg Tiller.
Watching as the northeaster rolls, praying her loved ones.
See, so the names, the drivers were Gray Crawford, Ken O'Brien a lot, but then you got John Pott, Boas, and Oselton. But yet you try and figure out kind of who was it. I don't know. I was trying to look for the AI as well.
Begins to fall. A monstrous surge of violence drives her down into the deep. Mayday, Mayday was all they could say. As cold steel broke and broke away, the brig took a whisk, the waters rushed in. At home, all eyes blurred and a mist. As I woke to the voice on the radio.
How many of y'all remember that? Some of you are old enough to remember this. I would have been in grade 84, grade 9 when this happened. So for us, back then, we weren't able to watch NTV. There was no social media. There was no internet, pretty much back in 1984. So I think the way we found out was when, either Nan and Pop or one of the relatives, my dad's brothers, would have called us and said, hey, this is what happened. We would have watched it on CTV News because that was, a lot of them. Andrew Evoy, okay. That was the other one? Okay. So, so it's the tragedies. My God, when you think about it, honestly, out of all the provinces in Canada, what province has had the most hardship, the most devastation? Right? Can you name another one? No, you can't. Can't. Fires this past year. Ocean Ranger. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Those that lost their lives in the world wars. Thousands, hundreds. I would say hundreds of Newfoundlanders. Absolutely, Keith. Send me a picture. And you know what? I will post it when I post the link of the show. I appreciate that, man. Andrew, is it Evoy? Evoy, right? That's how you pronounce it? Maybe I could use some of this on that Patty show if I get that job. Who knows? And thank you so much, by the way, Kim, Dean Shepherd, and Steve. I thought I had it, and I'm pretty sure I did, but I had to ask Fitzy to send it over to me. Yes, the Great Fire. Yeah, exactly. Like Newfoundland and Labrador have been hit. Badger. Come on, the flooding in Badger. Not once, but twice. Hey, Newfie girl Dana. The Trouty Flood. Igor. List goes on. Off the Rock Radio here on FM 98.5, Stephen Shepard, an 84 song written by Mr. Wayne Reed. And of course, got to give a big shout out to Andrew Evoy, who is the uncle of Keith Eddy, one of the lives lost on the Ocean Ranger. Again, man, I'll tell you, Newfoundland and Labrador, you guys, and we have faced so much. You down home have faced so much. Let me tell you. But at the end of the day, guess what? Newfoundlanders are still tops, still the strongest, and can arm wrestle anybody. And if anybody has any issues with that, you come talk to me. All right, the Goldberg of radio. So again, our hearts and our memories that live on to those on the Ocean Ranger. More great music coming up in about 15 seconds. Hold on.
Buying or selling your home or investment?
All right, I gotta go pause on the. I don't know what's going on here on the TikTok side of things. Stupid TikTok.
Eva Munch, Remax Twin City Realty. All the confidence you need. Serving Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge. Contact evamunch.com.
I love this song.
In this dim bar all alone, my mind is
Wandering back
and the loved ones that I left
that's so far behind. It's one of my favorite songs. Not by Rex, well, by Rex Hemi in the original, but this is Rod Jackson.
just
With you.
I
Count the bubbles in the glass. You crack my mind. I got no bubbles in my water. Thank you so much, Newfie girl Dana. It's a memory that I'll always have forever. Dougie, I think you and I should sing this at the Showcase on the Rock, all right? We'll get Fitz to play the guitar. It's time to think. Count the bubbles in the glass. Cross. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, I agree. I don't know why the original. Are you talking about the original bumper? Every tear you cry, every time you lie, bubbles in the glass, my friend. Thank you, Ed Keith. I got it. I'm trying to learn the song "End of the Bottle" from Josh Janes on guitar. I just got to get a guitar. Where can I take lessons? I wonder, huh? Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Men dead. Them so bad.
and you know you rushed them to the grave.
See? You can do a Merle Haggard, I'll do this. Buddy, we got it. Thursday's Storm by Daryl Duke. Start sending me shit. Start sending me stuff on the books. Which I got to tell you a couple of things that I'm working on. I'll have to message him. We'll do it over FaceTime. Every fish thing you've done.
There's one for
Every tear you
and one for
every time you lied. Counting bubbles in the glass and cry, my friend.
count the
Bubbles in the glass and cry, my friend. Bam, bam, bam. I love the ending on this. So reminds me of a Conway Twitty. Bam, bam, bam. Or a Charlie Pride track. Ready? One more time. Here we go. Yes. Love it.
CKWR is FM 98.5.
whatever happened to the golden water.
Swam to our nets and kept our spirits strong and free. What will become of our sons and our daughters who trusted in us to know that there would always be gold in the water, a reason for living, a reason for giving
Here we go.
our lives unto the sea. Whatever happened to
There you go. Look at that, eh? Gavin, you got to open your eyes up a little bit more. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want music to the music side of it, is ckwr.com or on the Radio Canada Player app or the TuneIn app. Either or.
just a memory of a life that was sweeter than life could ever be. Now
I'm going to go check to see how many picture it's recording still.
Walk down to my boat and watch the sea.
So I record the show here now in the studio, in the production studio. So as soon as the show is done, I go in and I get it all set up and then I upload it to Spotify. You know.
But we sailed that stormy sea before, and we've always found our way home.
I gotta.
Fear will not take us.
Whoops.
Despair will not
That one.
as our roots are buried deep within the soil.
All right, well, I got no more commercials now, right through until 9 o'clock. Off the Rock Radio on FM 98.5. That's Bob McDonald. Gold in the water. That's right. Liquid gold, black gold. We all know what that is. Oil. Rod Jackson with Rex Hemian's Bubble is in the Glass. One of those songs that Doug Fry and I are going to sing at the Showcase on the Rock this year. Speaking of 8-9. Showcase on the Rock. Gavin is on the behind the scenes. We have just locked in another headliner for Saturday night. And then, of course, we all know that Monday night's going on right now at the embassy in St. John's. They are holding their embassy idol. And the winner of that is going to have the opportunity to be on stage just ahead of that headliner on Saturday night. So whoever is at the embassy right now, if you're tuning in, go down Monday nights to competition. Do the best that you possibly can, because the winner of that is going to get their chance to be on stage at the Showcase on the Rock this year, Bay Roberts. And really, really looking forward to it. We're going to start posting some of the artists that are going to be there. We've already locked on the Sunday. Start working. We're working on the Friday night, and one of these guys might be it. I'm not 100% sure. I just got to convince him. But, oh, wait, what's this? What is this? Do we know what this is? Do we know? I think we all know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that ending. It is time for the New Music Monday, and what that means is 2 tracks tonight are taking part in the New Music Monday. I just got to pull up the information here from this one feller. One of the ones that we're going to be playing, of course, is going to be my guy, Randy Matthews. Listen to the song. The words are incredible. It's a remake of an acoustic version of what he did on his album. Now, before we get to that, Lucas Kettle, phenomenal singer. The song is called Red Cabin. It's a nostalgic reflection on where you come from and the quiet realization that the good old days aren't just behind you. They're happening right now. Drawing on memories of childhood spaces and hometown familiarity, the song taps into the bittersweet feeling of looking back while still living in the present. Rather than dwelling on the past, Red Cabin reframes nostalgia as something active and alive, reminding listeners that one day they'll look back on this moment with the same warmth and longing. It's a song about growing up without fully letting go and learning to recognize the beauty in the life you're already living. It was produced by Rob Kelly, recorded at Moth Recordings in St. John's. Here is my good friend, Mr. Lucas Kettle. Song's called Red Cabin on New Music Monday, right here on Off the Rock Radio. You know where you're listening it to, on FM 98.5, right here in Waterloo. That's right. I completely forgot the both of them from Port Abascasis. From Port Abascasis.
Driving home on the freeway, the sunshine in my eyes, the radio was singing.
That's a pretty cool pick, man. Love it.
There's mountains all around me, seem to go on for days.
Oh, we're going to, Dougie, you're going to be a part of helping that out. I remember when Lucas came this way. I love his voice. He's going to try to make it up again this year, to the summer, up to Waterloo, Kitchener-Waterloo. Played at the Falls Pub. Nailed it. Oh, I know, Dougie. It's the three of us. Me, you, and Gavi.
We had nowhere else to be. You were in the front seat, sitting next to me.
It's a good song.
It's so easy to lose your sense of time. Now realizing that you're leaving your present behind. Back to those old days when nothing seemed to go wrong. We were still singing that song.
I love Lucas's sound. It's very... It reminds me of the early 2000s country. You know, like the Travis Tritt. You know, the early Brooks and Dunn. That's what his vocals sound like in his sound. Like a Dwight Oakham, like that sound. You're a jerk. But that's the sound I get from this, is from the late 90s, early 2000s country sound. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Off the Rock Radio here on FM 98.5 from Waterloo, Ontario. That is Lucas Kettle's new song called Red Cabin. You can find that now on socials. Lucas Kettle from Port Abascasis. Yeah. Big metropolis, Newfoundland. was saying, and everybody's on the backside talking about like his voice and the instrumentation. It reminds me of a lot of the 90s country sound that came out. Like the Travis Tritts. Remember that? It's you know what I mean? It just has that twang to it, like a Reba McEntire music behind it. Well done. Lucas Kettle and Red Cabin. So Nancy Matthews, the mom, the mother of this next performer who I'm trying, Nancy, you got to put in a good word for me because I think you know him. Hey, Ray, you guys know this guy, and I'm trying to get him for one of the headliners. And I know he's a superstar. He does Chris Stapleton like Chris Stapleton does. But I've said this before. Randy Matthews had my heart the very first time I went to Newfoundland. He has my heart all the time when it comes to his sound, to his music, to just him. He is a great dad, a great family man, and a great musician, and a very, very good friend. This was taken off of the album and done acoustically. And for some of us, this might hit home. The song is called Silhouettes. Brand new music on Off to Rock Radio on FM 98.5.
When I look at you now, girl, see there's same fire. It used to burn brighter. The stars in July. I still get those feelings, thinking back on those days.
It's Randy Matthews. What can you say? What can you say?
I don't feel the flame. Hold me like we belong to each other, two high school lovers on the night we first met.
This is by far his best song ever. He could do Chris Stapleton till he's blue in the face. This, unbelievable. The passion. So it's just the vocals in this. So powerful.
Big plans. We're gonna travel the world. When our passports expired and our plans have all furled.
Oh,
So haven't seen Paris.
This is right up there with my end of the bottle.
So haven't seen
Rome.
Well, I had my own reasons.
Oops.
Pack
Up and go. Hold me
like we belong to each other, like two high school lovers on the night we
first met.
Tell me how we lay nights together, like the full colors to two silhouettes. You call me crazy if I said, girl, maybe.
Oh. I agree. Hands down. My guy, please. This song is on all socials. Please go. Ready? Here we go. Ah, chills, baby. Chills.
Hold me
Mm. Like
we walk to each other like two high school lovers on
the night we first met. Oh,
tell me
oh, oh yeah.
how we lay nights together like the full colors to two silhouettes.
Eyes together, life in full color.
Two silhouettes.
Mm-mm. Wow. God damn it, what a song. Whoo. Randy Matthews, the acoustic version of Silhouettes. I was talking with him over the weekend, and he only had like 20 streams. And he was like, hello, is this thing even on? So I made sure to stream it. He's no, I don't know what he's at. But please, I ask you each and every week when it comes down to the New Music Monday, get on it, start streaming people, start following people, because again, that's how they get their 30 cents, 50 cents for some of them. But that song, and when he broke out the high note, oh, chills, baby, chills. Love that guy. It's right up there. Now they're tied. You know, End of the Bottle was my go-to song. This is going to be like right there. They're tied. They're both gold. Both gold. Oh, woo, damn. Tell you. Spancel Hill, he redid that one. I'm going to play that next Monday night. So get on out there, follow him. Randy Matthews music. Fire, baby. Fire. We're going to continue on. Going to take a trip out west. This guy was a Newfoundlander, moved out west to follow his girlfriend's dream of going to school. Here's a song from Mr. Alex Duffy. Song is called Bloom on FM 98.5's Off the Rock Radio. What did I call it? Did I not say Nancy Spain? Sorry, man. I'm still hung on that Silhouettes. All right, so we got a lot of people on the behind the scenes. You and I already talked about this, Randy. Oh, did I call Spancel Hill? Son of a bitch. It's Nancy Spain. My bad. Nancy Spain, Spancel Hill. I'll make the correction. Like I said, I was still hung up on that one, man. Oh, dude, you know how I feel about you, Randy. Fitz bump. So think about what I asked you. Seriously. Think about that, my friend. It would be an honor. It would be an absolute freaking honor. What time we got? Holy shit, it's 20 after 8 already. What the hell? Again, another night that just flies by. Love you too, man. Love you too. Again, like I said, if it weren't for Tash, you and I would have never had this friendship. Never. So we owe a lot to that Natasha Warford chick. Yep. And by the way, I did see that Chris Stapleton, but it was really funny. I saw Carla, I saw Jeff, and I saw Kathy. Like powerhouse musician. I wouldn't have seen Jeff if he didn't stand up from behind the jump pit. You can tell him that. But to see Kathy in the back, I'm like, hey, there's Kathy Stock. Yep. And then I had the pleasure of meeting you guys. Mutter and Fodder. Had a chance meeting you guys. So I have a feeling that, yeah, Randy, like I said, man, think about that. Think about that, Randy. I'm playing a new one from Dave White tonight. I'm really looking forward to that one. He sent me a track called Tequila Town. I'm going to play that in a couple of songs. So that one is going to be a lot of fun. Randy Matthews should be up for a shit ton of awards. Oh, Kathy is the bomb. The only way you can see Jeff is when he's smiling. When he's smiling. I've never seen somebody with such a bigger smile than myself with him. He is awesome. When I saw you guys at the brewery playing, man, you could see him from the road. It was so much fun, man.
I am a singer, always out on the road.
All right. All right. Well, don't take Kathy. Do not be taking Kathy, Randy. I'll tell you. She's my Sunday headliner. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, what's Jeff's girlfriend's name again? I forget what her name. Well, not wife. Is it wife or is it still just girlfriend? I'm super stoked that you came on tonight, Randy. So I don't know if you know it, but me and Hickey from the embassy. So the winner of this Monday night Embassy Idol is going to be performing on the Saturday night, 45-minute set. So they're going to have their spot on stage at the Showcase on the Rock in August. It's what Gavin and I kind of came up with Hickey, and we're kind of donating that spot to that one. Hello, Glenn Pye. But then I guess it sounds like, Randy, that you're available for that weekend. I think Kathy will go for the paying gig over coming out to the Showcase. A little small phone is dying, so I got to put a little charge to it here now. I wish this guy would release more music. You know that? Brad Simmons along with Brad Farrell. I'll tell you. Right, Mackenzie. That's right. Sweetheart. Such a sweetheart.
Our love is music. The feeling's on. With her by my side. Never alone.
I still have that picture, by the way, Randy, of the four of us, me, you, Tash, the very first night we met. We were outside after your gig. And then I also have the video of you singing with Asita Power at the embassy. Love the embassy. And do you know that I've yet to have an ice cream? I have yet to have an ice cream from them yet. My goal is this year, I will have an ice cream. Maybe two. Maybe two. My blood pressure should be down by then. Off the Rock Radio, my guy Brad Simmons, a song composed by Mr. Brad Farrell and Harmony at Home. We got ourselves 8:30 Eastern time. It is that means it's 10 o'clock Newfoundland time. I'm really thankful you guys are there behind the scenes, staying up with me. I know it's late. I know some of you got to get to bed, but I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out. Matthews are on here. Randy Matthews is on the behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to watch it, if you want to hang out with him, he is on the behind the scenes. We're talking about Jeff Osmond. He's got a show coming up on Thursday with a special show with Jeff at the Embassy. Okay, the Newfoundland Embassy is where you want to be. We're talking on the behind the scenes. Very first time I met him was with Tash, Jeff Osmond, the amazing drummer. The four of us got a great picture taken. That was 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Crazy. And I got another picture taken with him going way back. Yeah, man, so much fun. So much fun. Randy Matthews, live on the behind the scenes. Yeah. Dave White is another fixture in St. John's. Okay. You got Randy at the Embassy. Then you got this guy, Dave White at Sleeves. Him and I have a great conversation, always talking about the crowd and the music that he enjoys playing. But you know what? When you play at Sleeves, you can play anything and the crowd's going to dance, especially when you have a fair amount of tequila. This is his song, Tequila Town. Dave White, Off the Rock Radio, FM 98.5. Well, I can tell you've had a lot more than just one ice cream there, Bumpy.
Choking on the world to be done, running round in circles as one. The hands are tied, hammer down, hammer down. It goes on for you, it goes on.
I'm glad, Wendy. Now you know where.
Time is just a memory living under the ground. Tick-tock in Tequila Town. I know what you came for. I know you're waiting to slam the door. I'm not done. You build your home and leave you out on the road. Gasping for life, but we don't know why. Fields of dreams that make the people stray for the life no one has seen before. It goes on for you, it goes on for you. It goes on
There
for
she
you.
is. Speak of the devil. Were your ears burning, Tash? It's good to have you on. It's been a while since you've been on.
Waiting for the light, waiting for the light, waiting for the light. I'm ready to go see the light today.
Oh, sure. Sure, you're saying hi to everybody else. Whatever. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, really? Wow, Natasha. Wow, Tash. Wow. I asked what you said about me. Wow. Should have been listening. I said the very first time, if it weren't for you, the very first time I ran into Randy and became in love with Randy, you know, as friends, as brothers, and Jeff, was the night we went to Embassy and we took our picture, the four of us, outside of Embassy, when we closed the bar down. Remember that? That was a July long weekend. Go ahead, Tash. Say hi to Johnny. Go ahead. Man, that hurts, Tash. Break my heart. All we need now is Cindy on here. So I'm going through my music, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to play, and I came across this track. Oh. Good thing I don't recognize your face. I know where you guys might be able to meet in August. I know you do, Tash. Strike 4 band. Song's called High Horse. And I forgot that I had this. Not that I forgot. It's been a long time since I played this track. And the way I found them, I think this was done on the RPM challenge is how I found these guys. Or on Instagram. Anyways, they popped up on my feed. Message them and go, hey, I want your music. Search for a reason, excuse for them to Yeah, you're all right there, Gabby. So what's going on down home this summer? What's going on? They haven't announced George Street yet. Iceberg Alley isn't happening, from what I understand. The Folk Festival is on its. Yeah, no, it's just the bottle. So is the Folk Festival even happening this year? So Iceberg Alley's not. George Street is. What are some of the other big festivals? So is the folk festival kind of not so going on, or it is? Now, who hasn't announced anything yet? Iceberg Alley? Because I thought it was Iceberg Alley. That's no longer. Okay, so folk festival is not. George Street Festival, I knew. And they usually don't announce anything until about the end, about April, right? Iron Fest, okay. That's a little far away. But what was the other one? Iceberg is not, yeah. But you know what is? Showcase on the Rock. Oh, I love the dropping of the drumsticks at the end of that. That is Strike 4 band High Horse. Off the Rock Radio here on FM 98.5. So we're talking on the behind the scenes about the festivals that are going on this year. The George Street Festival is happening. Iceberg Alley is not. Iron Fest up in Labrador is. Folk Festival is still up in the air. But you know one festival that is on the go this year? Do we know? Do we know? That's right. It might be the last one for George Street, but you know what the one's going to continue on? It's called Showcase on the Rock. That's right. Everyone else can go nowhere, but we're going to go everywhere. That's right. The Showcase on the Rock, Bay Roberts, August 28th to 30th. Gavin and I and Dougie were working really hard on getting things together. Coming up, when did you say, Gavin, when you're going to post the first artist that we're going to feature? We're up to about 40 musicians. Last year, we had 47 over 3 days. We got 3 headliners. We already know what Saturday and Sunday is going to be. The Embassy is on target with us as well, the Dildo Brewery. We got so many things happening. It's at the Community Gardens in beautiful Bay Roberts. Cannot wait. It's going to only get better every year. That's it. Churchill, that's the other one. Churchill Park Festival. Yeah. Oh, and the other one, Randy Matthews, that you need to play at. I know which one. Just gave him the stink eye there. He knows which freaking showcase he needs to do. Yeah, that's right. Another stink eye coming at your face. There. Jay Tucker, big hearts to you, my friend. We know. All right. This is one of my favorite songs from a guy that just played on Chris Hibbs' new song. Fell in love with this song when it first came out. Still in love with this song. You know this song. Makes me smile every single time. Color of You. Off to Rock Radio. Turn this one up. My guy Jamie Stone. Maybe not. He'll be at the showcase on the Rock. Oh, I think so. I wish I could crank this. I gotta turn this up. Might go distorted. Pencil you in. I am so excited. So excited. Doug, why don't you talk to me to make it happen for Showcase? Color in the color of you. To you, Jay. I see him every day, my friend, and I think of you. Here for you, brother. Anytime. Call me or message me. I'll be right there for you anytime. Another person that you might want to talk to, guy I had on tonight, Glenn Roil. Okay, no, seriously. You guys got to stop talking about another festival. Okay, there's only one festival. Appreciate you too, Jay. When aren't drinks involved, Tash? When you talk to anybody. Kane's Quest, there you go.
I never thought I'd see the forest for the trees.
cannot wait till he sings this song live. Not a bad idea, Gabby. Gotta get a food license. All that fun stuff. Maybe Doug can look into that one. Ah, there we go. Dougie, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Buggy. Thank you, Dougie. I like this track too. I love when I go through my music. Some Leo, Tropical Storm. Hello, Zig. Another one. This reminds me of the 80s track. Do you want me to wait till next show? I can squeeze it on now for you, Jay. You tell me.
Winter snow, know how much you need. You never learn. How long will you sing for what's at stake? How long will you let me hold on?
What do you mean? Why were you up late last night? Oh, never mind, Johnny. Say hi to Tiffany. Love you, big dog. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Gabby, I'll talk to you soon, man. Keep it playing in the background, you know. I know, Jay. Me too, man. She blessed a lot of people, man. She blessed a lot of people. Let's hook up this week, Wetter. See if Pelger wants to come out for a pint or two. Out of your head. Out of your head. Out of your head. Absolutely. Come on, Dougie. Jay was Lisa, right? Just making sure. Off to Rock Radio on FM 98.5. Some Leo in a song called Tropical Storm. Cindy King is now on the behind the scenes. Natasha Warford, got Randy Matthews, Johnny Wetloffer just left. When we get together, I tell you, George Street is never the same. Embassy is never the same when the four of us get together. Even if it's just the three of us, right? Cindy, Tash, downtown St. John's is never the same. Glad you are on, Cindy King. Cindy King, probably one of the top people to walk around George Street and Water Street. And of course, Tash knows everybody. So we're all there. We are all there. There's Paul Bump on the behind the scenes too. And now, this is the song that I'm not even going to say who it's for. He knows who it's for. Brings a tear to my eye for sure. But here it is. Between Two Trees. Some Harry Hibbs.
Between two trees, there lies a story true.
There you go, Jay.
A story true that I
Must-
must was there that
I got choked up on that one, man.
first fell in love with
You do know.
her heroes go,
She knows.
her eyes
She knows.
so blue. Between two trees, we kiss as lovers do, as lovers do. Oh no, their love is true.
I know, Jay.
We carve a heart,
I know, bud.
a heart deep in each tree. One heart for heart, and one heart for me. Twas then we wed between two trees, between two trees. We vowed to eternity. The trees look down as though to say, God bless your love, and bless your wedding day. Between two trees, the years have swiftly flown.
Love you, Jay. You're a good guy.
Years have flown. Now I am all alone, but I have
Told you, man, I'm here.
my work of man or needs of the one who sleeps. She
Sleeps between two trees. Between two trees.
We kiss
As lovers do. As lovers do.
Oh no, their love is true. We carve it hard, our hearts in each tree. One
Heart to heart. Thanks, Dougie. Love you, brother. One heart to heart. And one heart for me. Off the Rock Radio, Harry Hibbs. Song called Between Two Trees. Got time for one more here. This is Yes Officer to keep you ready and raring to go. It's called Getting Warmer. Final song here tonight on Off the Rock Radio, FM 98.5.
Light it on fire.
Hey, thanks a lot, Teresita. I'm really glad you found the show again. Crazy that you've been a long time, Teresita. Love it. Love that you came on. Porta Poutine, look at you guys on that the TikTok side of it. Again, another one of those songs that I came across that just was like, oh yeah. Like I said, Jay, if you need help, get in touch with Glenn Roil, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude if you need that touch, man. There's a lot different music, Teresita, than what you listened to back in the 90s. Thank you, Tommy. Tom, listen, man, my heart's with you. I pray for you almost every single day, brother. I wish you get better. I hope you get better because I love seeing you coming on here every single Monday night. And when the Monday night you don't come on, I'm going to be messaging you, just so you know. And if you can't get into type, get the nurses, get whatever, get anybody to make sure you tune in and get them to type in for you, all right? I gotta have that. I gotta have her music there, Polly. Danny, what's going on, man? Danny 7096. Glad to have you on Fitz Bump. You tuned in at like the perfect time, man. I'm almost done. Play my closing theme song, Teresita. You remember this song. You remember this song. Hasn't changed since I did this back from 88 to 2008. You put in for time off for the showcase too, right? You're booking off for the showcase, right, Tash? You haven't been to a showcase or a jam. Well, it's been, 3 years? One of the first ones you've been to. So this one you got to come to. So I'm going to see if I can get Dave White to play. That would be kind of cool. I'm yours too, Paul. I'm yours too. Thanks, Paul. Looking forward to it, Tash. Apparently, Gavin's got himself. That's right, the first two. Apparently, Gavin's got himself a big 5-bedroom B&B. So I know where the after party's going to be. Paul Bump apparently is going to be making his trip. Paul Bump's going to be making his trip up to Coombsy. Paul Bump's going to be coming up. Off the Rock Radio on FM 98.5. And that is, of course, none other than Yes Officer and a song called Getting Warmer. All right, y'all. That'll about do it for me for another Monday night. I do this again next Monday night right here on FM 98.5, CKWR.com, online at the Canada Radio Player app, as well as TuneIn. So be sure to join me next Monday night. Of course, follow me on all the socials. And again, Spotify and all your streamings. She'll be up here very, very shortly. So until next Monday night, God bless you. May God bless the tropical island of Canada known as Newfoundland. You guys stay safe. We'll talk to you again next Monday night. Good night. All right, y'all. Time now to say goodbye on this side. I wish you all the best. Talk to you again next Monday.